I'm just going to try it. I've got a little bit of the gravy and some of the meat here. Oh, that is really good. Oh, that's really nice. It kind of melts in the mouth. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Gooey's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make my delicious slow cooker roast beef with gravy. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make a really delicious slow cooker roast beef. This recipe is really easy, and we aren't really traditional turkey eaters at Christmas. We don't have the whole roast turkey thing going on in our house. We really like having roast beef or roast chicken, and I'm not really a great lover of cooking a roast turkey. I feel much more comfortable and much more at home cooking roast beef or roast chicken on Christmas Day. So I thought I'd share with you my slow cooker recipe, because every time I put beef in the slow cooker it cooks it absolutely perfectly and I love it. So the first thing I've done for this recipe is I have scored the top of the beef where the fat is, and I have also cut it in half because I don't think this is going to fit into my frying pan. So I'm going to rub some olive oil into the top of the roast beef like so. Christmas is nearly here, how exciting. Just had to say that. So I'm just rubbing the roast beef with the olive oil. I'm using a plastic brush. This is a heat-proof plastic brush, and the reason I'm using a plastic brush is because I don't want the little bits of hair that come out of a normal brush to go in here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to season the meat with lots of salt and pepper. So I'm just going to add a load of salt to the top here and lots of pepper as well. And then I'm going to flip this over and do the other side as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into the frying pan and sear the meat. And that's not to lock in the moisture, that just helps to penetrate the heat in the roast beef. So I'm just going to rub the olive oil on the bottom side and around the sides as well. And then I'll add a little bit more salt, like so, on both of these, and then a little bit more pepper. And now I'm going to grab my frying pan and fry these off. So I've grabbed my frying pan and I'm going to put this onto a high heat on my hob. Medium to high is perfect. This is a cast iron pan, so it does need to be heated quite high. I'm just going to add a little bit of oil to the base of that pan. I know I've already added some oil to the beef, so I don't need a lot. And I'm just going to leave this pan to heat up. But before I go, I just wanted to say that if you have enjoyed this video today and you want to see more, then please feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you did really enjoy this video, then please feel free to hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or any comments, then please leave those in the comments section below. Everything like that really helps me out and I would really appreciate it. So yes, as I said, I'm just going to leave this pan to heat up. The pan has got nice and hot, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the beef into the pan like so. And as I said, I'm just going to sear it on each side. So I'm just going to put it in here for a few minutes on each side, just to sear the beef, and then I'll put it in my slow cooker pot. So I have grabbed my slow cooker pot, and before I put the beef in, I'm going to add some vegetables to the bottom of the pot. So on this chopping board here I have 2 carrots I've just simply sliced into really big pieces. It doesn't really matter too much. I have 2 small onions here, so if you have a large onion then please use the large onion, don't worry about the 2. It's just that these were very small, so that's why I'm using them. So I've got 2 small onions that I've just chopped into quarters, and then I've got some rosemary, some thyme and some bay leaves. I'm just going to pop that into the bottom of the slow cooker pot. And then to that I'm going to add some bone broth. So I've got about 500 mils of bone broth. The second part of this beef I will be using in a different recipe, but I want to cook it off today, and then I'm just going to reheat it again in the second recipe. So that's why I've got 2 big pieces of beef, if you're wondering. And then I've also got some chickpea flour here as well. Now I know that when you make gravy you normally use flour, but I have a slight gluten intolerance, so I can't use flour. So I'm going to try chickpea flour today. It normally makes the sauce go quite pale though, the gravy go quite pale. So my gravy may look a bit different to what it should do, but I'm just going to add that in as well. And then I'm going to add the beef on top. So I just seared the beef until it was golden brown on all sides, like so. So it took about a minute or 2 minutes to begin with when it was heating through, and then just about a minute on either side. So I'm just going to pop that into the slow cooker pot. And then I'm going to grab my lid and I'm going to turn this on to high for 3 hours. But if you wanted it cooked on a longer heat, then you could put it on low for about 5 to 6 hours. So I'm going to leave this on high for about 2 to 3 hours. The roast beef has been in the slow cooker for a good 2.5 hours, and it looks really well done, I have to say. So I'm going to take this out now, and I'm going to leave it to cool. So I'm using a fish slice and a skewer, and I'm just going to pull that out like so. And I'm just going to leave that on the board, on my chopping board, like so. And what I'm going to do is get a bit of tin foil. I'm going to grab my tin foil and I'm going to put that over the top to keep that warm. And I'm going to leave that to sit and rest for about half an hour before I carve it up. And I'm going to go and make some gravy with the juice in the bottom of the slow cooker. So I'm going to drain this through the colander, and then I'm going to put it on a low heat on my hob, and I'm just going to keep it warm while the beef is sitting and resting on this chopping board. I left the roast beef to sit and rest for a good 30 minutes, and then I carved it, and I've just put it onto this serving plate. And I've also put the gravy into a gravy boat, and I'm just going to try a little bit of this now for you because it smells so good. I can't wait for dinner, so I'm just going to try it. I've got a little bit of the gravy and some of the meat here. Oh, that is really good. Oh, that's really nice. It kind of melts in the mouth. Oh, that's lovely. Oh. I'm so looking forward to my dinner this evening. That's how you make this delicious slow cooker roast beef with gravy, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having this for our dinner this evening, and it smells and tastes so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!